It's a fantastic opportunity for people to get together and look at the future of getting kids outdoors. We're seeing more and more where kids are inside and less time outside, and we really want to explore how we can get these kids outdoors, not only during the day but during school, and what opportunities are there and why is it so good in getting outdoors.
This is one way to frame the problem here. Kids are doing too much of the top and too much of the bottom. They're in front of screens too much, eat potato chips, drinking soda. In the United States, there was a study about 3 years ago. The Kaiser Family Foundation polled kids between 8 and 18 to find out how much they were using media, digital media. And they found 8 hours a day, on average.
So we do know from research, there was some research published very, very recently, that unfortunately over the last 30 years, our kids are going backwards on catching, throwing, jumping, hopping, really boring stuff like that, okay? Led to a fabulous article in The Conversation just called Can't Catch, Can't Throw, and that was pretty much the state of play for Australian children.
So what? Okay, kids aren't playing outside, you know, they're not out there. A lot of people say, hey, this is the 21st century, let's live in the world we live in. What's the big deal? Well, there are some measurable effects and some non-measurable effects. I'm going to talk a lot about emotional problems. This is a study, you're not going to read all this, but just to show you, just to show that I'm backed up by research, this is probably the most authoritative study comparing kids' emotional state today to kids back early in the 20th century. So there's different ways to measure, but 5 times as many kids have some psychological emotional problem, 5 times.
Childhood is evolving. We don't need it to go backwards, we need it to evolve. And we need to support that evolution. But what we need to do is come up with a balance. And I think that's a very consistent message. It just goes everywhere. How are we going to achieve this balance?
Make a village. What do I mean? What I mean by a village is a place where people know each other, where parents know parents, where I know kids in the neighborhood, where my kids know those parents, my kids know those other kids. How do you do that? You get out, you walk around, you show up in your neighborhood. Instead of watching TV after dinner, you go outside. We played, when we moved to our house, every night. We were outside in the front yard, in the street. We knock on doors, we walk to the grocery store, you get to know people. Our kids become comfortable if you're out there all the time. It becomes a safer place. It feels safer because kids know, they know the environment, they know the people. And we feel safer too as parents.
Walking this journey over the last 12 months across Queensland, across Australia, and even internationally, I'm excited to tell you that there is a significant shift back towards outdoor childhood, which is proven by you all sitting here right in front of me now. This vision is nothing new. And all these ideas, they're not mine. They're already happening. And most of them are already in Australia, but only in tiny pockets for a select few children. We're at a turning point, and it's our generation that holds the key. We know the difference, and now we understand the implications. It's up to us to inspire our future generations outside.
The outdoors provided, everything really. We would just play all day. If we found a creek, that was great, we'd play there all day. If we found trees, we'd climb trees. We could make mud pies. And that sort of resonates with me today, in particular with my own children.
When you see children in nature, you see children with healthy nutrition, you see children embraced by the community, they have a look in their eyes that is beyond anything. They have the gleam, they have a sense of real purpose and a sense of direction and a sense of self-awareness. And when you see that, you just you know that there's something amazing happening or has happened for those children.
It's why events such as these are so important, because we get to come together with our concern and grow the urgency and affect change and make a difference. This is a one-generation shift, remember. It's crept in slowly over the last 30 years. It's not going to change overnight either. But as I've pointed out, The tide is turning, and we are well underway. Thank you.